what is something unique that the person is giving, and we always try to learn from their journey. At the any I can say end of anything, any program, there is always that what you have learned from this journey, right? So that feels wonderful, I can say, and thank you, ma'am. So today we will be talking on women entrepreneurship. So I'll just start my PPT. So this slide, can you see all of you, the slides? Born to
Yes,
lead
we
and
can.
driven to succeed.
Yes, we can.
The phrase says is all, right? We are born to lead. Any person who is in this world, I always feel that everybody has different potential. The potential, maybe some may be very artistic, some may be having business knowledge, some may be expert in cooking, some may be expert in, if I talk about today, being influencer as well, right? So there is different sort of potential that everybody has. It is not that everybody can be in framed in one frame that, okay, this is the thing and everybody will have to follow the same thing. So what, as a woman, it is always when we are in the business world, it is told that you are a woman entrepreneur. But I feel the
Hello?
gender doesn't,
Yes.
yeah, okay. So as a, it is always said, na, women entrepreneur, right? But I feel the quality of entrepreneur, gender doesn't matter, because it requires the same thing, even if it is a male or even if it is a female. But females have the extraordinary power, so they are called Shakti, right? Now Durgas. If we see many mythological places or books where we read about the this thing, but we never feel that okay, we really have this quality. So let's deep dive and understand what qualities we have, right? So what's everybody's story? If we talk about the story of any woman entrepreneur, or what is my story, the story has three things in common. First is boldness, bold to take the decision that I have to do this in my life, right? That comes, you may also have done that, and I have also done that. So we are today in this session, right? Second is the devotion. Just being confident or bold doesn't have that impact, but we have to devote, we have to find out the time, we have to put our energy, we have to learn different sort of things. And the last is confidence. Confidence is the secret recipe or secret ingredient for any business or any person to get succeed, what I always feel. So these are the three major things that everybody has gone. We may have faced challenges, we may have seen different sort of things. There may be tough moments for all of us. But if we have these three things, you have crossed all this and you are at a level now, and I am also at a level. So it comes in that way. So we'll talk what is women entrepreneurship. Women entrepreneurship, it is a dream of thousands of people or crores of people who are born. Everybody want to be a entrepreneur. An entrepreneur doesn't have the class. It is like a person from tier 2, tier 4, tier 1 city, all have the same aspiration. They have the dream to make something, to make a change, to add values in the people life, to do something that they will be themselves proud of and the others will also be proud of, right? That is the woman entrepreneurship. So dream, we always say that when we were in college, everybody asked like, what do you want to be in life? Many of them, what normally we hear is different, but what we become is very different. We may be saying that time that we want to be an engineer or something, but now when we have done the college, we find that we have the qualities of entrepreneur. We discovered through different projects, right? What we did in the past. So how does a person become entrepreneur? First point is drive. Drive, not that drive, usual one drive, the drive that takes us that I want to do this thing in my life. This is my destination. You must have all gone on the drives, right? Long drive. So there, when the journey is starting, we are more keen on reaching the destination and enjoying the small points that are coming in between. So that is again a drive to become an entrepreneur, the journey towards entrepreneurship. Next come is resilience. So do you think when we are going on the long drive, the journey is wonderful. Sometimes it may happen that the vehicle is punctured, right? There are challenges. If now you are in Delhi or nearby Delhi, you must be seeing that there is a lot of fog in the way, right? So that is a challenge. So how do we do? Do we again go back home that, okay, there is a fog in the road, I cannot drive, I'll just go back? No, we fight back. How we fight back? We wait the fog to get normal, and then again we drive towards our destination. That is resilience. We are overcoming the challenge. So entrepreneurship is again overcoming the challenge. It is not that one day I thought in the morning 5 a.m. that I want to be an entrepreneur. That full day I worked out, and next day when I started, I saw that there are 100 challenges. I said, no, 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 I should drop my idea. I cannot become that. It doesn't happen in that way, right? The next part comes as empathy. Empathy is very important. We as an entrepreneur, as a woman entrepreneur, we are gifted with empathy. We can understand others feeling, we can feel them, we can make them feel comfortable, because as an entrepreneur the journey becomes actually having a meaning when we have good people with us. People is a team, because without your team who is same passionate as you cannot go ahead. It is not one man show that one person can be the face of organization, but there needs thousands of hand, which takes the dream of any organization or any woman entrepreneur to get fulfilled. So we have to understand the pain points of the people, maybe the client, maybe the associate who are working with. It is not that every time we should be having the wrong perception. It is better to talk than to assume. It is always said as an entrepreneur. So the next come is ambition. Ambition is, it is like 24/7. You have to run the ambition. It is in your mind. It doesn't happen that you have to take a tablet and the ambition would be for next 4 hours, and after that again you have to take the second dose. No. If you are an entrepreneur, the ambition will come in your eyes when you are talking, in your facial expression, when you are meeting the people, they will come to know that you are ambitious. So that ambition will come when deeply you understand what change you have to do in the society, or what things you have to bring to the vision that are not just dream but the vision, real vision. So that comes when you are cleared yourself. You know what to do and what not to do, right? And the next part is motivation. So motivation is always important, because nowadays what I feel is, I meet many people who are women entrepreneurs. If last year I met them, they had different motivation. But this year, when they had done the progress, their motivation level is increased. But the same, if we talk about the vice versa, the motivation, if the person has not succeed, their motivation loses. They are like, ma'am, I don't feel that I'll be able to take it. The motivation that they had last 1 year before and the motivation today, there is a difference. So according to my experience, what I feel, motivation shouldn't change, because if you are sure of what you are doing, then you should have the clear thought that, okay, today maybe 3 months the problem is not getting solved or the challenge is not getting solved, but definitely I will be solving that. So that is the real motivation an entrepreneur should have. It is not that taking the tablet motivation will come watching the reels, that okay, you can succeed, you can do this, you can do that. No, it doesn't happen. It should come from your inner self, right? So as a mostly we talk about challenges. So everybody, I would like to ask, like, do you feel that there is a difference in men entrepreneurship and women entrepreneurship? Anybody could raise hand and tell their views. Is there any difference? Or do you think it is the same? Gauri, I can see your camera, so I would like you to speak.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Actually, it is not the same because our society doesn't accept the fact that the women can do the entrepreneurship, and due to that, and also women is having so many challenges in family life as well. So she is having another responsibilities as compared to men,
Right.
and yeah. So due to that, she need to handle both the things.
Right.
Yeah.
Perfectly. You said perfectly. The definition of complete thing that the slide is showing about the challenges, right? Choice. As a person, when we are kid, there is a difference that is made. Today, the generation have changed, the things have evolved. But if we talk about choice, like when we used to be small, it would be not that much. I'm in 90s born kid, so that time also the generation was quite educated and they were more keen. But the choice of like for a boy, it was choice that you should be doing something good by 20, 22 years old, maybe a job, or maybe you should settle down in the family business, right? But for a girl, it would be that you complete your degrees, graduation, and then we will look out for a boy, and then you get married. And whatever aspirations you have about your life or dreams you have, you can just marry, you can settle there and start your journey. But in actual, this is the, I can say, illusion that was created for a woman to get settled, because the life is not that simple when you get married or do the things. There is a choice to be made, as Gauri rightly said, that the choice of managing the family and managing our careers. So that is the biggest challenge as an entrepreneur every woman faces. But here it is again the voice, inner voice. If we have the inner voice, there are many women, right, entrepreneurs, very tycoons, I can say, big tycoons. They also had the same challenges, but they overcome that. There is a story, I just don't want to name, but it was a story that the person is, the woman is quite successful. She was returning from the office. She's having the team of 10,000, 50,000 people working with her. And when she returned home, it was that her mother-in-law asked her, "Did you bring the vegetables?" So it is not just that we are facing the challenge. The person who is at the top, she is also facing the challenge. You just see the potential, the person who is having 50,000 people working, what would be the turnover, the everything. But still, the conception of mother-in-law that my daughter-in-law should bring vegetables when she is coming home. But she surpassed the thing, right? So she is a tycoon. So this choice, or I can say hurdles, this will come in everybody's life, but we have to just see who is surpassing the challenges and going next step. Again, the aspirations, if we talk about the women and men aspiration, in percentage, if we talk about, men are more aspiring because they have the family responsibility to fulfill, right? But if we talk,
There's somebody's mic that is on. Can you please mute it? Ashifa, I think. Ashifa, could you mute your mic, please?
ma'am, Nisha Panchal, I guess.
No, Nisha Singh's mic is mute. Ashifa's is on.
Nisha Panchal.
Nisha, could you please mute your mic?
Okay. So the next part, leadership. The leadership of women and men, there is a difference. Women has been blessed by God to be visionary, to understand the intuitions, right? The intuitions, how do we understand that? When we go in a group event, right? We understand just by seeing in the eyes of the person whether the person is thinking right in the right direction or in the wrong directions. It comes with the qualities that already God has given us. Means to become an entrepreneur as a woman, we don't need to learn anything outside. We already have that all things inside us. We just need to explore and understand how to use which points at what points. That is very important for us. The next come is leadership. You must have all seen your mother, your grandma. It is always said that the keys of the home are with women's, right? Maybe the if we talk about the age old, 50 years old, still the grandma used to rule the house. It is not that today, as a woman, we are leading the organizations. The qualities, they are already inbuilt. If the person is able to lead the house of 50 members, 100 members, same as working at an office or having our own office, right? Because the quality is same, motivating the people, making them understand their roles and responsibilities. And the next final thing is output. We have to find out the output or motivate them to give the output or performance. Same thing we have to do. And again, if we talk about the growth, you must have seen in many organization, it is in many reports, the growth of a woman is very fast in the career, because nowadays the policies has changed. It is according to the talent. Before it used to be that woman, because of her I can say marriage problem, the people not used to recruit or not used to hire her for the leading position, because she will get married in next 3 months, 6 months, then the organization will get disturbed. Or after her marriage, then the for the kids, for the pregnancy and maternal leaves and all that, that things would happen. But now the government is also supporting women entrepreneurship. They are telling that okay, you have this, still you can work from home. The options or the solutions are found out. First the solutions were not there, only the people used to talk about the problems. But today there are solutions for everything. There are people who are working from work from home. If I talk, a few days back we were having the interviews, and there was a lady who came, it was a e-meet. So she was like, ma'am, I have my kid for 1 year now. She is 1 year old. So I want to restart my career. So I was very keen to take her in my team, because the person who has gone through the journey as a motherhood, she knows how to manage hundreds of things, because she is learning and managing her kids as well as she wants to restart the career. And now there is no problem of equality. Organization support. Even if you're a woman, you're going for the meeting, there is distinction is not made to that level. There is a differentiation made. I cannot say not 100%. People usually I visit a lot of events, right? So if the event size is 100 people are there in the event, it happens that 80, 85 are men and only 15 are the women, right? So when we are networking with the people, it becomes tough sometimes, because as a woman, how to approach a man there? And this problem many face. I also face, because again, the men should not feel that we, as a woman entrepreneur, we're trying to take the advantage. So here we have to balance our professional thing and our personal thing, and we have to communicate with the people in that way, so that there is a balance properly, other person doesn't assume or misunderstand us. So if I was telling of 85 people, so you just see the level of opportunities that a woman is having. 15 women on 85. So if the 15 women are very strong, what will happen? They will take the opportunity that 85 men can also not take. We see the results of many exams nowadays, government exams or anything. The women are leading because they are fierce. They have the passion. They are like कि मुझे करना है, मुझे नाम खुद का बड़ा करना है. That mentality is always there, because they know if they don't do, they don't put the hard work, what will happen? They will get the marriage done, their family, they will be like happy that our responsibility is over. But what about the next thing, next part of life? Normally, my grandma is 80 years old. She is very good in maths. So I always ask her, like, Dadi, आपने तो कुछ किया नहीं था. You just studied up to 6, 7. That time it used to be 6, 7, right? So how are you so aspiring? Today also she motivates me that Shweta, you have to be the best in the industry. You have to be the best. So I was always keen to ask her. She was that at 80 years of age, na, today I feel ki I had lot of talent, but I didn't get the opportunities to work. That time the scenarios were very different. But if you are getting the opportunity, don't talk about the negative aspects of life. Don't talk about the problems of life. Talk what you can do. Because when you will get old, one thing only you will feel that what I did for my entire life. Was it just I was crying about the problems or the grievances I had, or was it real anything that I have done for myself? Because at the end, we get happy when we are happy inside. And that will come only when we do what we want to do now, right? That is the big thing that I have learned from her. And as an entrepreneur, I think if we remember that line, when I get 60, how will I face myself? Every day, that will be the biggest motivation of any person. You don't need any YouTube videos, you don't need anything else in life. You just need what I want to achieve. So, next is a quality of woman. Lead. Any woman you take, it is said listen, empathize, adapt, and deliver. Listening skills are bad. I have heard that many married women they don't have listening skills. They have more talking skills, right? But here we are talking about the corporate thing. A woman can listen. She has that heart. If a person is coming with some problem, maybe in the organization, maybe in her team or where she is leading, some person is coming. Sorry. So she will listen. She will try to identify what she can help in. There are very few numbers. You may be seeing or hearing that women, when they are at top positions, they become rude, they become very blunt. But the number is very small. Still, 99.99% women have the same heart of gold, who understands others, right? So these qualities are always appreciable of a woman because woman, what she can talk, she can make the things work accordingly. Just think of any scenario when you used to be kid or in the college or maybe in your life, a problem occurred and you wanted to solve that problem. You did it by hook or crook. You found out the solutions. So why? Because you knew the why. If you want to go to a trip, and that time, like in college, parents were not allowing. So what we did? We didn't just stop. We tried every possible single solution that would work on our parents or that would work for going for the trip. Same thing happens as a woman entrepreneur. We have to find out what will work for us. Every person has different thing that will work. What is working for Gauri or what is working for Nisha may not work for Shweta, right? It happens because everybody's cultural background is different, upbringing is different, mindset is different, the roadmap to achieve anything is different. Some are very fast learners, some take time to learn. Because as an entrepreneur, the learning is 24 by 7. You don't know that you are learning, but 100% you are learning. Today also, if I feel about like in last 15 years what I have done, I feel there is not a single day where I have not learned anything. And gratitude is again very important because what happens when we start the entrepreneur journey, the journey is very aspiring, ambitious, and we love the journey. But the same thing we have to do for next 30, 40 years. There may be changes, but being an entrepreneur doesn't change. So the gratitude, the power of gratitude will help us to know that we are different. We are doing something different. The differentiation we are making, it is not just for us, but the people around us. Recently also our prime minister said that startup prime minister or India today is promoting startups. It is because as an entrepreneur you create jobs, hundreds of jobs. Even if one person is employed with you, just think the power that you have. You are giving employment to a person, right? So are you guys enjoying? Because I'm not asking much question as I have to cover, But are you guys enjoying, like loving, or just it is getting bored?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Gauri, a gift for you at the end from me because you are on the camera, so I can see you. So, how to start an entrepreneurial journey? Idea. It starts from an idea. Anything starts from an idea. Any invention that has happened in like this world started from an idea. The idea that aeroplanes can fly, the light, electricity, anything, right? So first, as an entrepreneur, I always say that many people come and say that, ma'am, I have an idea. So when I say, ask them that what is your idea? They explain me everything, right? But I ask like, have you studied or researched about it? No, ma'am, I think my idea is very unique and it will work. No, it doesn't work in that way. You have to write down, means today also if I talk, I have a diary. I note down every small thing there. Even if I'm having one idea, I'll note down. I'll understand why do I have to do that. I want to, if I talk about, if I want to start a startup mentoring for the this startups, new founders, right? I'll first ask like why I have to start. What is the reason or motivation behind that? Then the next thing, what difference I have to make in my life and the others' life as well. So if you have the idea, first understand why and what. How will automatically happen? Mostly what people do, they turn around the process. They first identify how will I do it? And then when the idea is half cooked, they think when we ask them, why do you want to do it? मैम वो तो पता नहीं, बस करना है. क्यों? नहीं मैम, करके देखेंगे, हुआ तो देख लेंगे. No. See, we are putting the most, I can say, biggest asset of our life. That is our time. Forget about money, forget about anything. Time. Time is crucial. As an entrepreneur, every second is important for us because it is always said that your destiny changes in 1 second. It doesn't changes. We make it change through our efforts, the hard work. If we have the crystal idea of what we have to do, it becomes easy for us. So normally after 5 years, if someone is asking, why did you start? You know the reason why you started. You are not confused about the idea. Then the next step is develop. Yesterday, I received a message from someone. The message was, ma'am, I want to start a startup. My startup will be very unique. I want to add values in the people life. Then I want to do something different which anybody has not done. I said, okay, but what is your startup idea? Ma'am, that I don't know. This happens with most of the people. People understand that what they want to do, but exactly what, they don't know that. So develop something for that. If you want to launch a product, we'll take the example of t-shirt. Nowadays t-shirt manufacturing or t-shirt is booming, right? Everybody is jumping in that apparel business. I don't know what Zudio has done, so everybody is fascinated that apparel industry or this industry is booming. So if you want to start a t-shirt business, it can be done. First identify the idea which has less competitors. That would be my big suggestion, because nowadays the investors or any person is not keen to burn the money. Burning the money is that you put in excessive advertisement, excessive marketing tools. So that will not yield the reasons. Today also we see the reports of Zomato, 1.5 billion loss, this loss, that loss, right? So as an entrepreneur, loss is not accepted because business is started for generating the profit, not for the loss. Loss may be for some period of time, it is okay, not a problem, but it should not be that year on year we are just increasing the losses and not the profits. So first identify the niche. It is told niche. Niche is the thing, domain, where the competition is less. Competition is less. The second point is identify if I'm really interested in it. If it- if that thing you can continue for next 30, 40, 50 years, just think if I can do that. If you cannot do, then just think what is the duration for which I can do. Because for any business to settle, it takes around 3 to 5 years. The thing that is shown fancy on the internet, that in last 6 months I generated 100 million clients and all, that is false, not true. It doesn't happen. There are people who are working very, very hard, and we have to work, because just see that when you start business, you also don't know what do you want to do exactly. You have the roadmap, but still what you want to do, it will come with the experiences when you will talk with people. Again, coming back to t-shirt example, you said that we want to manufacture a t-shirt. The t-shirt would be from the bamboo, right? It is a unique idea, something that is again booming in the market. Then you have to find out that, okay, for the bamboo, where will I connect, with whom will I connect? Connecting with it them, is it easy or difficult? What is the price? Who are the competitors for this bamboo, for the raw material? Because without the raw material you cannot make the t-shirts, right? People will talk, normally startup founders, they talk that ma'am, हमारी packaging है ना बहुत बढ़िया होगी, we will have nice box, we'll have nice prints. But I say that come to the basic roots. First is you having the raw material, accessibility to the raw material. How many are people who are doing the same thing? Then the part will come of designing or packaging or anything, or the logistic. When you know that, okay, this is the idea, I can work on that, then develop a product. Means develop a product is at least make 5 t-shirt, 10 t-shirts. Try selling them in the market, not with your known ones, but the unknown ones. Because your known ones are going to encourage you. They will say that, okay, yeah, very nice, what a design. But you have to make the market analysis here, market research. So you need to understand, is the people, are the people really keen to purchase that bamboo t-shirt made of bamboo, raw material, right? Because for a person, it doesn't matter, it is from bamboo or it is from threads, right? What matters is how it looks. So again, when you will talk with people, 10 t-shirts we have made. From the 10, if you are able to sell 5 or 6, then you can say that my idea is scalable. But if no person is ready to buy the t-shirt because of the high pricing may be due to the raw material cost that you are having, right? So then there is a problem. You have to work out that, can I reduce the price? Then what can I add something more interesting so that people buy? So you can make a combo of shoes and bamboo t-shirts, sneakers for 99 rupees and t-shirt for 500 rupees. People will easily buy that. Okay, in 600 rupees I am getting two things. You have to find out the ideas that the market will love to, right? The execution means you are executing the idea, you are not just thinking. You have wrote down the plan, then you have developed the product, you have actually implemented in the market, and assess. Now assess the results. What are the results? Are people talking good about the pricing? Are people talking good about the product? Are people saying that, okay, we are very keen to purchase, right? Okay. So that thing, when we understand, it becomes easy for us. A few days back, the girls from 12th standard came to me. They are selling perfumes, right? Perfumes in 80 ml bottles. So I asked that, how are you marketing? Ma'am, they answered me, ma'am, we put this perfume bottles in the exhibition. So when I asked, what is your analysis? You have two bottles. One is the big one, 350 rupees, and one is the 80 rupees. They said, ma'am, people are more keen to try the smaller version, 80 rupees bottle. So what we did, we started making more 80 rupees bottle. So did you get this, like how it is done? how the startup grows and understands like what they should do or they should not do.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. The photo here represents the same. When we start our entrepreneur journey, it is the road that we have to travel. It is not just the destination, loving the destination, but it is loving the road. The biggest important factor for becoming a entrepreneur is the mindset. Mindset is the all game, nothing more than that. Other all things can be learned in the due course. See, last before 6 months, we didn't do AI much, right? What is AI? What is ChatGPT? What is Bard? But today everybody knows. So everybody has learned that who are into the system of entrepreneurship, maybe working somewhere, maybe having their own, right? So it is again the motivation that we should be with the market trends. We should not be left behind, right? So first again comes the motivation. Then we talked about innovation, like the bamboo t-shirt now. There should be a innovation. The ideas that we are having, most of the time, what happens? The ideas look very similar. Yesterday, we went to a event. There, in the 3 hours, three startups came. They have the same idea, but they were saying that, "Ma'am, हमारा idea सबसे unique है." I said, in the 3 hours, if three startups are coming with the same idea, how it is unique? So you really have to research about the idea that you are bringing. Research on Google, research on Play Store. If you are making an app, research on Play Store and Google, right? If you don't research, you will be in the illusion that you are the best in the world. There is no competition. When you will make the product, everybody are keen or they will be like, मुझे पैसा डालना है, I want to purchase. But this is not the reality. Again, for a business owner, we have to take bold decisions in life. Bold decisions in the form of, if I have a startup, right? If I have a startup, I am making the product, but I am finding that my associate partner from whom I am procuring the raw material is giving me on high cost than the market. I have to be bold to make him understand that, sir, the market is giving X price. Why are you charging me Y price? I need to be very, I can say, thoughtful on the decisions of finance, whatever I am making in the business. Because it is not the generation have gone that, okay, इसके साथ हम 100 साल से कर रहे थे काम, today also we will do. It doesn't happen now. People should know that where we are investing the money. So we should be bold to ask them. As a woman, you should not think that how to ask them. कैसे पूछूं? What will he think? He will think that I am questioning him. No, it is just understanding why the price is more. There may be a valid reason. It is not always negative side. Normally, we think negative that, okay, if I ask, he will feel bad. But there are two sides. If we ask, we will get the extra knowledge that why the price is high. And when we are selling our product, we will get point right there, na? Procured raw material from this lab certified product. It may be a lab certified, right? Something. So, same comes the boldness with your team. When you are an entrepreneur, you have to be bold to take the decisions. Because, see, the mindset of a person who wants to make a change and the mindset of the people who are very casual with their lives is very different. There is this. Normally, what I find is, even if I talk, that what I think as an entrepreneur, it is more aspiring, more positive, more growth oriented. I've never complained about the problems because it is my mind's habit. I have developed my mind to see good in everything. But there may be people in your surrounding who will be talking always negative or bad or that क्या रखा है जिंदगी में. There are people in this way, right? But we have to filter them out for some period of time because what is our close circle, we will become like this. And it is not one day game. Every day you have to put your energy to think right. You have to have a right diet, right sleep, right people, and right time. These four rights you have, you are successful. Next come is the strategy. As a business owner, your logic should be very profound, very perfect. It should not happen that मुझे लगा मैंने कर लिया. No. There should be a logic, a practical approach in every small thing what you are doing. Because if there is no logic, then today if we want to go to Jammu and Kashmir, right? From Delhi, I am taking a car. I'm thinking, देख लेंगे कोई strategy नहीं कैसे जाना है नहीं वो it will happen in the road. I'll see how I have to go. What will happen instead of reaching Jammu and Kashmir, I'll reach Jaipur or Chandigarh or anywhere else because I don't have the strategy. In how many, what is the time frame that I'm giving to reach Jammu and Kashmir? Time frame is very important in the strategy. It doesn't happen that for 6 months we are thinking that okay, I'm working on a project. After 6 months, also, it is the same. I'm working on the project. So, what is the progress? People are not able to identify the progress because they don't have the track record. So, I always suggest them have a track record. Whatever things you are doing, write it down for today. Next day, again, write it down. If you are making the changes, note down. So, what will happen in the 1 month time or in a week time, you will understand where you were wrong, what things you missed, and what things you have to do. If these things are clear, your journey of entrepreneurship becomes very easy. Normally, we don't track, so we miss the things. If we talk about there is an app, app, na, Healthify Me. I have used it once. So it was like they used to track what I am having the food intake every day. Na? After that, even if I stopped using the app, but my mind was framed, I was eating a dosa and I calculated the calories. Okay, I am having this much calories. So that habit I built up when I use the app. So same habit we have to have when we are tracking the things. Ma'am, I'm not late. Or how much more minutes do I have? Ma'am, you are muted. Please, can you?
I'm saying we started at about 10:40.
Okay.
So you have about 10-15 minutes.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. So again, the next is together we rise. What happens as a woman? I have seen that they don't support women. When I visit events, the 15 women that I spoke about, they will not be keen in interacting with me. They will be keen in interacting with the man, right? So here the problem comes if these 15 women come together, they collaborate. Everybody is having different skills and expertise, right? Some may be good in legal, some may be good in designing, some may be doing good in content writing, XYZ, all the steps of business. So what will happen? A perfect team would happen. A perfect blend of people will come, which will ultimately give the results. But as a woman, we think that uh, I should only go ahead. If somebody is saying, I've seen people when the woman or their friend is receiving the award, their claps are like this. And when the man is receiving, the claps are like this. There is a difference that people make feel. So here again, we have to be supportive to each other because nothing can grow alone. If we talk about the jungles, we love to visit the nature places, right? If in the jungle only one tree is standing, will we go there? Or will we enjoy the beauty of nature?
No,
No.
actually, it diversity is very important in case of entrepreneurship as well.
Exactly. You said all the perfect answer of this. So diversity is here, it will come by collaborating with different people. So don't be shy to talk, to introduce, because today is the era of speaking. The person who communicates will take all the glamour. I'm very much impressed of our Prime Minister. Means I don't know, many people will not be, but I am impressed. The way he communicates, just see how India has changed. The image of India has changed. What was India 3 years before? We see many YouTube videos, right? Where the people would not give the respect. But today, when our prime minister is going, he is getting the respect. It is because the reason is the communication power that he is having. He always talks, see, what they are doing in real or not real. I'm not going in that, but I'm just telling about the qualities of a person. They have made feel everyone that we are together, we are one. Vasudhaiva Kutumbam, right? Whole world felt that we are together for everything, even for growing together or facing the challenges. Same thing as a woman entrepreneur, we have to come together. So some tips when we are going in the networking event. First is talk with people, don't shy down. Everybody is having their story. And I'll tell you, only the first 5 minutes are awkward. Once you get to know each other, then the strangers don't behave like a strangers. They are more like friends. They are like, ki, हाँ कर लेंगे, देख लेंगे. It becomes very casual. So talk with people from heart. And most of the time, what I observe is if we are a woman entrepreneur, we always try to be in that mind frame. Ki, I have to do this set of things. I have to don't not do this set of things. But be a person first, then a woman entrepreneur. Because as a person, you can understand the vibes, you can understand the emotions, what you have to talk. And in business, understanding the vibes is the most crucial thing. Even when we are hiring, first comes when we are finding the co-founder for our venture, right? Vibes. Second comes is when we are hiring the team, right? When the team is completed, the next part comes is when we are getting associated with different people as a client, understanding the client. You may have seen that on LinkedIn, there are different posts saying that red flags about customers, red flags to see or look before hiring people, right? There are no red flags actually in life. It is just the vibes. What Gauri will like, it is not necessary that I will also like. And every person's becomes comfortable or bees in that circle only where they feel the same vibes. It is always said, na, we love with like-minded people. So try finding your like-minded people from today. Because in business, you need thousands of people support, not only employees, not only your team, but the people who are in the organization. So for that, it is important that you build your LinkedIn. Put your thoughts on that. Don't think that I cannot write, I cannot do this, I cannot. No. As a business owner, you should have all the skills. If I talk about my education and what I have done CA, right? Finance. In finance, there is no creativity. It is all maths, calculations, right? But today, I can write very good content. The content, and I love writing. It is not just I write, but I love writing because I have learned in that thing in so many years. I can design the best of graphics. I can talk with people. I can do sales of my company if I have to tell anything about the services to any client. I can do marketing. I can set the complete marketing plan, what the company should have. I can make the strategies that, okay, in next 3 months, I have to achieve this. In next 3 months, I have to achieve this. It is how, it is not that when I started my journey, I knew everything. But whenever I faced a challenge, the challenge like the graphic designer is not there, so my posters cannot be made. What I did, I learned myself that okay, this is the challenge, so I should learn, and if I overcome one, then there is no looking back. Same for every problem it came. For I'll tell you, like 2 years back, I had to send a proposal to a client. That time I asked around 50 people that tell me something that a proposal should have so that I can put in the proposal. Because the person was someone from very top hierarchy. So I just wanted that my proposal should be perfect. But I didn't shy away asking people. That time also I was in entrepreneur journey. But if I would have thought that what will people think of me if I'm asking, because proposal is a very small thing. It is not that big thing, right? It is just like putting what we will deliver, what things we have, and XYZ about team and all. But still, when I talked with this 50 people, I got new ideas. Ultimately, it helped me to make the proposal in better way. Because as a person, it will not happen that we know everything. There may be chances that we are leaving some sort of things. We get stuck in life, right? So what we do? Sometimes we try to figure ourselves. Sometimes we'll ask to others, right? And sometimes we ask to experts. But here again, my point is ask to the people who have gone through it. They will give you the exact idea. Because what happens normally, we discuss with our friends. I have seen the people that one is from IT, one is from marketing, and the marketing guy is asking the IT guy, I'm facing the problem. I don't know, the campaigns are not working. So do you think the suggestion or the inputs the IT guy would give, it would be great or they will work out? They cannot work out because he doesn't have the experience or he doesn't have the expertise or he have not taken any education in any form. So asking the right person is also a key for success in the entrepreneurship journey. And always ask the people what you want to. There was a quote that ask the people who have surpassed the journey that you want to achieve because they will give you the roadmap. It doesn't matter whether they were successful or unsuccessful, but there will be a lot of learning. If someone has reached Jammu Kashmir and if you ask them that from Delhi I have to reach Kashmir, how should I reach? The person will give you the guideline that go by road, go by train, go by flight. But if the person is from South, he has never visited Jammu and Kashmir, and we are asking that, okay, tell me how to reach, he will not be able to give. So as an entrepreneur, build that quality. Find that 100 people whom you can talk. Asking help is not wrong. But just remember that if someone you are asking, why will the person tell you the answer? There must be a reason, right? You should give them reason. You should be passionate. Your words should show the power that you want to bring. If the words don't have power, the person will feel that, okay, this person is just wasting my time. I don't need to answer them, right? What does this image say? Can anybody explain?
Yeah, what we asked for, we will get that. There is no restriction for our choice.
True. Perfect. So we have two choices. One, to be confused, not take decision, be on the same side, keep crying, keep telling that my family is not supporting, my colleagues are this, my this is that, just XYZ, all of that reasons. And one is having only one objective in mind, winning. Winning for ourselves to make us ourselves proud, winning for our family, winning for our country. Just think that we are handling so small responsibilities. If we would be handling our country, how would we do that? People are doing our president, right? Murmuji, she is doing. So how she is doing that? She is from a rural background. She didn't complain. She is at the top position, first person of our country. She has made the change. She didn't cry that I'm living in a tribal village. I don't have anything. My family is like so many peoples are leaving the world. I don't have anything to achieve. There were thousands on crores of reasons why she should not do. But she had one reason that she wanted to make a change for herself, for the country. And it is not always that if we are doing now, it will be appreciated now. Things take time. And it is said that in entrepreneurship journey, people are looking at you as a inspiration. You think that you are just doing the journey, but many people come to me and they say that, ma'am, we are looking you at an inspiration. I said, what I have done? They have the one answer that, ma'am, we have started the journey just because we wanted to become something big. And when you are doing, when we are like, when I post on my LinkedIn or WhatsApp status, people see, so the messages come. So it is that we don't know how many people we are inspiring. Gauri today, she must be thinking that, okay, how many people know me? Maybe 50, 100. But you don't know, Gauri, that there must be a one person who is inspired by you. She must be saying, or he must be saying that, Gauri, you are superb, yaar. How do you handle this? Right, Gauri?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Right? So for everybody, in everybody's life, the same thing would be there. We and uh, according to my thoughts, there must be a one person who should get inspired by us and one person who should support us. Other things are solved because we need that motivation. If I talk about my mom, she is like, you can do it. Don't tell me that you cannot do it. You have surpassed so much. This is very small thing. Sometimes I say ना, मम्मी नहीं हो रहा है यार, बहुत परेशान हो गई, कुछ इससे बड़े पहाड़ तोड़े हैं तुमने. This is the smallest of that. So we need that person who motivates, who tells us that we are something extraordinary. And before that, we need that one person who is ourselves. Many problems will come in anybody's life, but there are instances that sometimes people may be able to help us, sometimes they will not be able to help us. So the first motivator, the first guru, the first thinker, the first problem solver should be ourselves. Then the others will come. Because we are depressed inside, then there is no power in the world who can make us motivated. It is us who have to do that, right? So that's it for my session. Thank you so much, everybody. If any thing, any topic you want to discuss or talk about, I would be happy. Anything about startup, business, entrepreneurship, anything and everything. No doubts means the session was extraordinary, or the session they didn't understand anything. There are only two things, but I will assume the best.
Ma'am, I have one doubt.
Yeah, please.
So, is there any software which, like you told me, that Healthy Five is there for tracking or changing the mindset regarding the food habits, right? So, in this case, also, can you suggest any app or like that? I can use it to improve my qualities or like that.
Start reading.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, if I can show you, can you see the books there,
Yeah. Yes.
right? So what happens whenever we are using the phone, we just read, but nothing goes inside because there are hundreds of distractions. I'll suggest start reading books. They are the biggest mindset change overs. Because whenever I also feel low or I feel that some things are not working, I'm having a problem, right? So what I do, it is not that I have to read one page by one page, anything. I just choose any page from the books, I read, and it is done. So make it your habit. Habits are formed by daily doing the same thing. And for like, I'll tell you, if I talk about writing, from last 2.5 years, I'm using LinkedIn. In 2.5 years means it's around 800, 900, 800 days probably, right? In 800 days, I have tried to post it for 700 days. 700 days means you can understand what consistency I was having.
Yes.
So what I did when I used to write on the problems that I actually faced. So what happened? I studied on Google. Today also, while making the PPT, I'll tell you there were some words, no? Like this, there was a word, this one, nerve. I didn't knew what nerve means in entrepreneurship. So what I did, I searched on Google, what is nerve in entrepreneurship? Then I understood the bold attitude. So what happened? I read complete thesis on that. And today, if something is coming, means knew that these qualities I had or these qualities are important for a business owner or entrepreneur. But I didn't knew the words. So
Okay.
I started writing. Then when I faced the problem, I searched on Google. The Google gave me the answer and it was fit in my mind.
Okay. Can you brief on the nerve?
Nerve is boldness.
Boldness. Okay.
See, only two words are important: boldness and confidence, self-confidence. Other all things are like they are coming together for making the word entrepreneurship. But only two things you need to be an entrepreneur or having the entrepreneur mindset.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
Thank you,
welcome.
Shweta. Any other question, anybody? Okay, you are always welcome to ask the questions and we can answer. So thank you, Shweta, for sharing your insights and your experiences as a woman entrepreneur. So I'm
Thank you.
sure it must have enriched people who were part of this session and inspired them to take on and have the strength and the confidence to carry it on. I think that's the key to the whole thing, to have it in you to be able to continue fighting, right? So there are hardships in everything that you do, but overcoming them is what needs to be learned and exercised.